Hello, welcome to this new stream. So right now we have the BTC chart on a 1 hourly time frame. So we had this parallel channel for quite a while, and if you see here, we have the pennant-like structure. So with this pennant, we had so with this pennant. We had this SR interchange from A to B. So right here we have this SR interchange. Okay, and also you can use the SR interchange for the parallel channel. So here we have this demand, and this will be changed into this demand will change into supply. So we will use this from this wick where the supply was started, and here we will have the precise level of reversal area. Okay, so this is for the BTC as of now. So this, I will call this as a reversal. Then we will use the supply 50% in demand and see how this reacts on the central zone. And we do also have this FAG here, so let's see if this fills up. And this is for the BTC. It's just building liquidity for tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have the inflation rate announcement. Okay, so this is for the BTC, and we had this wick as well. So this will be our volume fill up. As you know that these wicks fill every time they are in the market. So we will call this as the volume fill up area where market has to retest itself. So and also if you see here, we had this let me show you the retail demand. Okay, right here we have this wick and a flat bottom of this retail. So we will call this as the retail opening position, and market will always retest these positions and create a stop loss. So right here we have the insider liquidity building for retailers. So I guess once we are at the bottom, so in this whole trend we are at the lower low of this trend and this parallel channel, and we have the closing of the retail bar. So this is one of the biggest indicator that the market will likely to pump up from here and will look for higher highs because we have lower lows here. And secondly, we have, let me show you the CVD. For that we have to go on the volumetric chart. Okay, right here we have the volumetric CVD data. So here we have, again we have this lower low, and with this we have this gap which was filled with the wick, and later down the road this works as the volume burst. So this will be used as volume burst above this. So it's building inside liquidity here from here, and will likely to pull back from this point. So this is the concept of ASL because most of the long trades came from here. If you see, we have a pennant here as well, but was pretty much faked out. Didn't work quite well. So okay, so right here we have this resistance of this pennant, and no candle body was able to close from one over this pennant resistance, and 105 is likely to be a very major resistance for the all-time highs. So we are building inside liquidity here. If you see, we have a spring trap, and with this we got this stop loss of the retail buyers. So if we are able to pull back over this support, it will likely to give a SR intention of this spring trap demand, and so this will be our minor demand, and this will be our major demand to 106. Okay, with this you can also add up these liquidities and find the area of reversal. Right now we have the FEG closing right here, and you can see clearly now. And with BTC, what I expect next to be happening is a retest back to here, then maybe a parallel channel or a pennant here, and then going for the full demand. So this is what I expect with BTC. We have the stop loss hunt, we have the ASL concept in play, we have the spring trap in play. So this is what the major drawback from the situation can be, major after effect of this spring trap is. And also we had this reversal as per the parallel channel we had, and the pennant as well. So right here we are seeing this reversal. So just keep an eye on how it reacts on the central zone, and tomorrow we will have the inflation rate data. If the inflation cools, then it will be good enough for the stock market, US stock market. It will be a major pump for the BTC as well. And but we are at the major, if you see on a daily chart, we are on the major resistance of this bearish engulfing. So just keep that in mind, that we are in the major resistance, and the market will likely to create a choppy zone here. And if it creates a breakout structure right here, then we can go for 97k even. Hopefully we don't. Let's see how this works out, and all depends on the inflation rate data tomorrow. And I will be live streaming tomorrow as well at the time of the data release. Okay, that's it for the BTC. Let's come on the gold and see how things are working out with gold. So we had the pennant here for the gold, and we'll be using this supply. And here we go with the final reversal area, and right now we are on the order block. So yep, that's it for the gold. And so with the order block, we can see this demand, and we can see the central demand of this. So as you can see, we have the almost the same demand right here, same kind of demand. And with this can be the reversal area. And if we use the Fib concept, Fib retracement here, so we will have the central zone. So it might break from central zone and create a double supply from here. Let's see how this turns out. So keep an eye on 3,320. and yep. So today SPX has given a huge gap up, and we had this resistance right here, and it was able to break this resistance. As I have told earlier that we will have a retest here. Let me show you. I guess I posted this on my Discord server. Yep, here it is. So also added the Fibonacci here, and a central zone. From central zone it retested and gave the gap up. So due to the trade talks with China, the sentiment is quite optimistic, and this is why we are able to see this. And if you can see, we have the morning star here. So with the SR interchange, we have these levels. So first level is this 0.5 of the market. So 0.5 level, we have 6050. This is one of the levels. So let's see if it tries to retest and then go for the full demand, or it breaks away and go for a retest to the inner resistance. So that's it for the SPX, and let's see what do we have with. So Morningstar, and we are on the support of this Morningstar. If you see, we have these wicks, and candle body is creating a pressure from the downside. So if this breaks, then we can go for the FEG. But if it does not break and engulf this inverse bearish engulfing, then we can see another hike up to 102.5. Okay, and we will just double this demand to this. Okay, let's see USDJPY. What do we have here? A likely opponent. As of now, we have this pennant. We have this breakout structure, the potential breakout structure. So if this breaks, same thing will happen. It will go for the FEG closing, and let's see how this turns out. We have the bearish engulfing, so this will be our inner resistance. And if it's able to close the candle body over this bearish engulfing, then it can go for double demand, just like we have on DXY. Otherwise, we'll look for the FEG closing. On BTC, we have the hammer. We have still 24 minutes left for early candle close. So if you see hammer in the trend on the order block or reversal areas, hammer works good enough for the market to push towards the higher highs. So let's see how this hammer turns out. And if this hammers fail, let's suppose if this hammer fails, then we can just double this supply, and we can see next move to 101k, which is unlikely in this scenario which we are in, and most probably it will give a demand and volume burst to this 103k resistance. Okay, that's it for the analysis. The stream will be short today because I haven't slept enough yet, and there's not much energy I can keep up with. So we'll be back tomorrow with the analysis, and we'll trade as well on inflation rate data. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Okay. If you see, Soul has a more of a head and shoulders pattern, and it's going in a very smooth price action. So on my list, I am like buying Sol, Ondo, XRP. All these coins listed here are on my investment targets. So I am gonna buy a few more here on the support levels, and these are the one I am advocating for. So with this, we have a head and shoulders pattern. So this is, I'll try to give analysis for altcoins as well moving forward. So my favorite are Solana and XRP. So these will be the first priorities. So we have this bearish engulfing as the another as the head, and then we have this likely to be a shoulder, and I guess we should be taking this as left shoulder here, because this is the ongoing demand, and this is the inside liquidity which is generating right here with the wicks. So this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So with this, the SR interchange will be this. So, and right here we have the neckline. So this can be a reversal area for Solana. And see, we have the M pattern here. So this is more of the bearish head and shoulder pattern. Okay. Sure, I will take a good rest today, and we'll be back with a fresh mind. So yep, today I had like a lot of work, so wasn't able to sleep, and yep. So I'll be back tomorrow on the right at the inflation rate announcement.